Question 1. Claims evaluation. An adjuster is assessing a property damage claim after severe hailstorm damaged the roof of a residential home. The homeowner has submitted two estimates for the roof repair, one for $8,000 based on replacement cost and another for $6,000 based on actual cash value (SEV). The policy includes a replacement cost endorsement. What should the adjuster determine in this situation? A. The adjuster should pay $8,000 because the replacement cost endorsement is applicable. B. The adjuster should pay $6,000 because the actual cash value is lower. C. The adjuster should negotiate with the homeowner for a lower amount. D. The adjuster should reject both estimates and request a third estimate. Answer A. The adjuster should pay $8,000 because the replacement cost endorsement is applicable. Explanation. In this scenario, the adjuster must consider the terms of the homeowner's policy, specifically the replacement cost endorsement, which allows the insured to receive the full cost to replace damaged property without depreciation. Given that the roof repair is necessary due to hail damage and the estimates provided are valid, the adjuster is obligated to honor the higher estimate of $8,000 based on the endorsement. Paying $6,000 would not comply with the policy terms since it would not account for the full replacement cost as defined in the coverage. Question 2. Scenario-based question. Mr. Thompson, a property adjuster, is investigating a claim for water damage caused by a burst pipe in a residential building. During his investigation, he discovers that the homeowner had not maintained the plumbing system and had ignored previous leaks. What should Mr. Thompson consider when determining the coverage for this claim? A. The claim should be denied because of the homeowner's negligence in maintaining the plumbing. B. The claim should be approved because water damage is typically covered under homeowner policies regardless of maintenance. C. The adjuster should cover the damages but deduct a portion for depreciation due to the homeowner's negligence. D. The adjuster should seek further evidence before making any determination regarding liability and coverage. Answer A. The claim should be denied because of the homeowner's negligence in maintaining the plumbing. Explanation. Under Montana law and standard homeowners insurance policies, coverage can be denied if the damage is a result of the policyholder's failure to maintain the property, which can be classified as negligence. The adjuster must evaluate the circumstances surrounding the claim and may determine that the homeowner's lack of maintenance directly contributed to the water damage. As per the duty to mitigate principle, policyholders are expected to take reasonable steps to prevent further damage, and failure to do so can result in claim denial. In this case, Mr. Thompson's findings of previous leaks and the homeowner's negligence substantiate the denial of the claim based on policy exclusions related to neglect. Question 3. Types of insurance policies. Which of the following statements best describes the primary difference between a HO3 policy and a HO5 policy in homeowners insurance? A HO3 policy provides coverage for personal property on a named perils basis, while a HO5 policy covers personal property on an open perils basis. B. A HO3 policy covers dwelling and other structures on an open perils basis, while a HO5 policy covers dwelling and other structures on a named perils basis. C. A HO3 policy is only available for single-family homes, whereas a HO5 policy can be used for any type of dwelling. D. A HO3 policy includes liability coverage, while a HO5 policy does not include liability coverage. Answer A. A HO3 policy provides coverage for personal property on a named perils basis, while a HO5 policy covers personal property on an open perils basis. Explanation. A HO3 policy, special form, provides comprehensive coverage for the dwelling on an open perils basis but limits personal property coverage to named perils only. This means that personal property is only covered for specific risks explicitly listed in the policy. Conversely, a HO5 policy, comprehensive form, offers broader protection as it covers both the dwelling and personal property on an open perils basis, meaning that any risk that is not specifically excluded from coverage is generally covered. This distinction is crucial for adjusters to understand as it affects the assessment of claims and the extent of coverage provided to policyholders under different homeowners insurance forms. Question 4. Ethical considerations. An adjuster receives a claim from a policyholder whose house was damaged in a fire. Upon investigating, the adjuster finds evidence that the fire may have been intentionally set. What should the adjuster do in this situation? A. Immediately deny the claim without further investigation. B. Contact the insurance company's fraud unit for further investigation before making a decision. C. Approve the claim since the policyholder appears distressed and may need the funds. D. Ask the policyholder if they had any motives for setting the fire before proceeding with the claim. Answer. B. Contact the insurance company's fraud unit for further investigation before making a decision. Explanation: in cases where there is evidence or suspicion of arson or intentional damage, the adjuster has a legal and ethical obligation to report this information to the insurance company's fraud unit. Denying the claim outright without proper investigation could lead to potential legal repercussions, while approving it based on the policyholder's emotional state would be unethical and could encourage fraudulent behavior. Proper procedure involves a thorough investigation, which includes notifying appropriate authorities, ensuring compliance with regulatory standards, and protecting the integrity of the claims process. Question 5. Casualty insurance adjusting. A liability claim has been made against a business for damages resulting from a slip and fall incident on their property. The injured party claims they were not warned of a wet floor, while the business owner asserts that proper signage was displayed. Which factor is critical for the adjuster to evaluate in this situation? A. The amount of the claim and its impact on the business's finances. B. The history of previous claims made against the business for similar incidents. C. Evidence that supports the presence or absence of warning signs and the maintenance of the property. D. The reputation of the injured party within the community. Answer: C. Evidence that supports the presence or absence of warning signs and the maintenance of the property. Explanation: in liability claims, particularly those involving premises liability, the burden of proof often falls on the claimant to show that the property owner was negligent. This involves establishing whether the business took reasonable steps to maintain safe conditions and adequately warn visitors of hazards, such as a wet floor. The adjuster must gather and assess evidence, such as witness statements, photographs of the scene, and maintenance logs, to determine if the business exercised due diligence in providing a safe environment. The presence or absence of warning signs is crucial for determining liability and whether the business may be held accountable for damages. Question 6. Claims handling procedures. During the initial claims process, an adjuster receives a claim for theft of personal property. The claimant states that they discovered the theft after returning home from vacation. What should the adjuster do first in handling this claim? A. Accept the claim as valid without requiring further documentation. B. Request a police report and documentation of the stolen items from the claimant. C. Inform the claimant that theft claims are often difficult to substantiate. D. Ask the claimant if they had any suspicious activity in their neighborhood before leaving. Answer: B. Request a police report and documentation of the stolen items from the claimant. Explanation: in theft claims, the adjuster must verify the validity of the claim through proper documentation. Requesting a police report is essential as it serves as an official record of the theft and is often a requirement in claims processing. Additionally, documentation of the stolen items, such as receipts or photographs, helps to substantiate the claim and ensures that the adjuster has adequate evidence to assess the value of the claim accurately. This procedural step is critical in determining the legitimacy of the claim and aids in preventing fraudulent activity. Question 7. Adjuster skills and techniques. When conducting an interview with a claimant, which of the following techniques should an adjuster prioritize to gather the most accurate and comprehensive information? A. Leading questions that suggest a specific answer to the claimant. B. Open-ended questions that allow the claimant to provide detailed accounts of the incident. C. Rapid-fire questions to keep the claimant focused and engaged. D. Summarizing the claimant's responses frequently to ensure understanding. Answer: B. Open-ended questions that allow the claimant to provide detailed accounts of the incident. Explanation: open-ended questions are crucial in interviews as they encourage claimants to elaborate on their experiences and provide detailed information about the incident. This technique helps the adjuster gather richer context and insights that might not emerge through closed or leading questions. Leading questions can bias the responses and may lead to inaccurate or incomplete information. While summarizing can be helpful at times to confirm understanding, it is not as effective in extracting comprehensive information as open-ended questions are. The adjuster should aim to create an environment where the claimant feels comfortable sharing their story in depth. Question 8. Insurance principles. Which of the following principles of insurance describes the concept that an insured party should not profit from a loss but only be compensated for the actual loss incurred? A. Indemnity. B. Subrogation. C. Insurable interest. D. Risk pooling. Answer: A. Indemnity. Explanation: the principle of indemnity is fundamental in insurance, ensuring that the insured party is restored to the financial position they were in prior to the loss without making a profit. This principle prevents moral hazard, where insured parties might engage in riskier behavior if they stand to gain from a claim. The concept of indemnity emphasizes compensation based on actual loss rather than excess payouts. Subrogation involves the insurer's right to recover costs from third parties. Insurable interest pertains to the financial stake in the insured item, and risk pooling refers to the collection of premiums from many insureds to cover the losses of a few. Question 9. Practical applications. An adjuster is reviewing a case where a homeowner is claiming damages for flooding caused by a heavy rainstorm. The homeowner's policy has a specific exclusion for flood damage. How should the adjuster approach this claim? A. Deny the claim outright based on the flood exclusion. B. Approve the claim because the homeowner's property was damaged regardless of the exclusion. C. Investigate whether the flooding was due to a covered peril, such as a burst pipe. D. Inform the homeowner that they can appeal the decision to the insurance company. Answer A. Deny the claim outright based on the flood exclusion. Explanation. In this scenario, the adjuster must adhere to the terms of the homeowner's insurance policy. Since the policy explicitly excludes flood damage, the adjuster is required to deny the claim based on this exclusion. While it may seem harsh to deny a claim based on policy language, adjusters are obligated to enforce the terms agreed upon in the insurance contract. It is essential for homeowners to understand that certain risks, like floods, often require separate flood insurance due to their exclusion from standard homeowners policies. Investigating whether other covered perils contributed to the flooding is not necessary if the exclusion is clear. Question 10. Continuing education and professional development. What is the primary purpose of continuing education for insurance adjusters in Montana? A. To meet licensing requirements and avoid penalties. B. To enhance knowledge of industry trends and improve claims handling skills. C. To ensure adjusters are familiar with their employer's specific policies. D. To increase personal income through better job positions. Answer B. To enhance knowledge of industry trends and improve claims handling skills. Explanation. Continuing education is crucial for insurance adjusters not only to fulfill licensing requirements, but also to stay informed about changes in laws, regulations, and industry practices. This education helps adjusters improve their skills in claims handling, enhances their ability to assess claims accurately, and keeps them aware of emerging trends that can affect their work, such as advancements in technology and shifts in consumer expectations. While meeting licensing requirements is important, the broader goal is to foster professional development and ensure high standards of practice within the insurance industry. Question 11. Claims investigation. During a claims investigation, an adjuster discovers that the claimant has a history of submitting multiple claims for similar damages in the past 5 years. What should the adjuster do in this situation? A. Automatically deny the claim based on the claimant's history. B. Investigate further to determine if the current claim is legitimate despite the history. C. Notify the claimant that their previous claims may impact the outcome. D. Recommend the claimant to seek legal advice due to potential fraud implications. Answer B. Investigate further to determine if the current claim is legitimate despite the history. Explanation. While a history of multiple claims can raise red flags regarding the legitimacy of a new claim, it does not automatically warrant denial. The adjuster has a professional responsibility to conduct a thorough investigation into the current claim, including gathering evidence and understanding the circumstances surrounding each past claim. This approach ensures that all claims are evaluated on their individual merits and adheres to ethical standards in claims handling. Jumping to conclusions based solely on a claimant's history could result in unjust denial and potential legal issues for the insurer. Question 12. Coverage analysis. Which of the following scenarios best exemplifies the concept of additional living expenses under a homeowner's insurance policy? A. A homeowner replacing stolen personal property. B. A homeowner being reimbursed for meals and hotel stays while their home is uninhabitable due to fire damage. C. A homeowner receiving payment for a damaged roof due to a hailstorm. D. A homeowner getting compensated for a loss of income from renting a room in their home. Answer B. A homeowner being reimbursed for meals and hotel stays while their home is uninhabitable due to fire damage. Explanation. Additional living expenses coverage is designed to help policyholders maintain their standard of living while their home is being repaired or rebuilt due to a covered loss. This coverage typically includes costs for temporary housing, meals, and other necessary living expenses incurred when a home is uninhabitable. Options are and C pertain to property loss or damage, while option D relates to lost income rather than expenses incurred due to an inability to use the property. Understanding ALE is critical for adjusters when evaluating claims related to home damage. Question 13. Legal and ethical considerations. An adjuster receives a claim for an auto accident where both parties are at fault. The claimant insists that they should receive the full amount of damages because the other driver was intoxicated. What should the adjuster consider when assessing this claim? A. The claimant's emotional state and adjust the payment accordingly. B. The percentage of fault assigned to each party under Montana's modified comparative negligence laws. C. The fact that intoxication automatically assigns liability to the other driver. D. The claimant's previous accident history to determine if they are exaggerating the damages. Answer. B. The percentage of fault assigned to each party under Montana's modified comparative negligence laws. Explanation. Montana follows modified comparative negligence rules, meaning that if both parties share fault, the damages awarded to the claimant will be reduced by their percentage of fault. The adjuster must evaluate the circumstances surrounding the accident, including any police reports, witness statements, and evidence of intoxication, to determine how fault should be allocated. Simply asserting that one driver was intoxicated does not automatically absolve the claimant of responsibility. Thus, a careful assessment of liability is necessary to arrive at a fair settlement. Question 14. Insurance principles. Which principle of insurance allows insurers to limit coverage and avoid covering specific risks deemed too high? A. Adverse selection. B. Risk management. C. Underwriting. D. Reinsurance. Answer. C. Underwriting. Explanation. Underwriting is the process used by insurers to evaluate the risk associated with insuring a particular individual or entity. Through underwriting, insurers can establish which risks they are willing to cover, determine appropriate premiums, and impose specific exclusions or limitations on coverage. Adverse selection refers to the tendency of those at higher risk to seek insurance, while risk management encompasses strategies to minimize and control risks. Reinsurance is the practice of insurers transferring portions of their risk to other insurers, which is not directly related to initial coverage decisions. Question 15. Property insurance adjusting. In assessing a claim for water damage to a home, the adjuster finds that the damage resulted from a burst pipe. The homeowner's policy covers water damage but excludes maintenance issues. What should the adjuster do? A. Deny the claim because it relates to maintenance. B. Approve the claim since the policy covers water damage. C. Investigate the circumstances of the burst pipe to determine if it was a sudden and accidental loss. D. Suggest that the homeowner file a claim with their home warranty provider instead. Answer. C. Investigate the circumstances of the burst pipe to determine if it was a sudden and accidental loss. Explanation. In this situation, the adjuster must differentiate between damage due to sudden and accidental causes, which is typically covered, and damage resulting from neglect or lack of maintenance, which is usually excluded. A thorough investigation should include assessing the condition of the plumbing maintenance history and the nature of the burst pipe. If it can be established that the pipe burst unexpectedly and was not due to neglect, the claim may be valid. The adjuster's role is to determine coverage based on the specific circumstances surrounding the loss. Question 16. Adjuster skills and techniques. Which of the following skills is most critical for an adjuster when negotiating settlements with claimants? A. Technical knowledge of insurance policies. B. Ability to provide legal advice. C. Effective communication and interpersonal skills. D. Knowledge of competitor practices. Answer. C. Effective communication and interpersonal skills. Explanation. Effective communication and interpersonal skills are essential for adjusters during the negotiation process. These skills enable adjusters to convey complex information clearly, build rapport with claimants, and facilitate open dialogue that can lead to mutually agreeable settlements. While technical knowledge is important, the ability to listen, empathize, and negotiate effectively can significantly influence the outcome of the claims process. Providing legal advice is outside the adjuster's role, and knowledge of competitor practices does not directly impact negotiation. Question 17. Industry trends and challenges. How has the rise of technology and data analytics affected the claims adjusting process in the insurance industry? A. Has eliminated the need for adjusters in most cases. B. It has streamlined claims processing and improved accuracy in decision-making. C. It has increased the complexity of claims due to new technological risks. D. It has resulted in fewer claims being filed by consumers. Answer. B. It has streamlined claims processing and improved accuracy in decision-making. Explanation, technology and data analytics have transformed the claims adjusting process by allowing for faster claims processing, enhanced data analysis, and more accurate assessments of claims. Tools such as claims management software, drones for property inspections, and predictive analytics help adjusters assess damage and determine claim validity more efficiently. While technology introduces new risks, it does not eliminate the role of adjusters. Rather, it enhances their ability to perform their duties effectively, leading to improved customer satisfaction and more efficient operations. Question 18. Continuing education and professional development. What is one significant benefit of attending industry workshops and seminars for insurance adjusters? A. Networking opportunities that can lead to job offers. B. Requirements for maintaining their license. C. Gaining first-hand experience in claims processing. D. Free resources and materials from competing insurers. Answer A. Networking opportunities that can lead to job offers. Explanation. Attending industry workshops and seminars provides insurance adjusters with valuable networking opportunities that can enhance their careers. Networking can lead to job offers, mentorship opportunities, and connections with industry leaders, which can be beneficial for professional growth, while maintaining licensing is essential and continuing education plays a role. The primary benefit of these events is the chance to meet and connect with peers and industry professionals. Gaining first-hand experience in claims processing typically occurs in a work setting, and free resources are not a primary focus of these events. Question 19. Casualty insurance adjusting. In a workers' compensation claim, an employee is injured while performing duties outside of their job description. How should the adjuster approach this situation? A. Deny the claim because the injury occurred outside of regular job duties. B. Investigate whether the injury occurred during the course and scope of employment. C. Approve the claim because the injury occurred at the workplace. D. Inform the employee that they cannot file a claim for injuries not related to their job. Answer B. Investigate whether the injury occurred during the course and scope of employment. Explanation. In workers' compensation claims, the adjuster must determine whether the injury was sustained while the employee was acting within the scope of their employment. This involves assessing the specifics of the incident, including the employee's activities at the time of injury and whether they were performing work-related tasks or engaging in personal activities. Simply being outside of their job description does not automatically disqualify the claim. The key is whether the injury arose out of employment and occurred during the course of employment. Thus, thorough investigation is necessary to make an informed decision. Question 20. Claims process. During the claims settlement process, an adjuster realizes that the claimant has provided false information regarding the extent of damages. What is the most appropriate action for the adjuster to take? A. Confront the claimant immediately and threaten legal action. B. Document the discrepancies and report the findings to the insurance company for further review. C. Ignore the false information as it does not affect the outcome of the claim. D. Settle the claim based on the original amount submitted by the claimant. Answer B. Document the discrepancies and report the findings to the insurance company for further review. Explanation. When an adjuster uncovers false information in a claim, the proper course of action is to document the discrepancies thoroughly and report them to the insurance company for further investigation. This ensures that the company can assess the situation appropriately and decide on potential next steps, which may include conducting additional inquiries or involving legal counsel if fraud is suspected. Confronting the claimant or threatening legal action could escalate the situation unnecessarily and may not be professionally prudent. Ignoring the false information or settling based on the incorrect amounts would be unethical and could expose the insurer to potential losses and legal repercussions. Question 21. Property insurance adjusting. Which of the following best describes the difference between actual cash value (ACV) and replacement cost in property insurance? A. ACV is the amount the policyholder receives after depreciation, while replacement cost is the amount needed to replace the item without deducting depreciation. B. ACV is always higher than replacement cost. C. Replacement cost includes only the current market value of the property. D. ACV and replacement cost are synonymous terms in property insurance. Answer A. ACV is the amount the policyholder receives after depreciation, while replacement cost is the amount needed to replace the item without deducting depreciation. Explanation. Actual cash value (SCV) refers to the value of the property at the time of loss, calculated as replacement cost minus depreciation. This means that the payout for a claim using ACV will reflect the item's current worth, factoring in age and wear and tear. In contrast, replacement Cost is the cost to replace the item with a new equivalent without considering depreciation. Understanding this distinction is crucial for adjusters when evaluating claims and determining appropriate settlements. Question 22. Casualty insurance adjusting in a liability claim where the insured is being sued for damages caused by their dog biting a neighbor. Which of the following would be the primary consideration for the adjuster? A. Whether the dog has bitten anyone else before. B. The cost of medical treatment for the neighbor. C. The validity of the neighbor's claim against the insured and any potential defenses available. D. The insured's homeowner's policy premium history. Answer: C. The validity of the neighbor's claim against the insured and any potential defenses available. Explanation: in liability claims, the adjuster must first assess the validity of the claim being made against the insured, which includes evaluating the circumstances surrounding the incident and whether the insured could be held liable. While the cost of medical treatment is important, the adjuster must ensure that liability exists before considering damages. Previous incidents or the insured's premium history may provide context but do not directly address the fundamental issue of liability. Question 23. Claims process. What is the primary purpose of conducting a site visit during the claims investigation? A. To meet the claimant in person and apologize for the incident. B. To gather first-hand evidence and assess the extent of the damages. C. To inform the claimant that their claim will be denied. D. To negotiate the claim settlement amount. Answer: B. To gather first-hand evidence and assess the extent of the damages. Explanation: a site visit allows the adjuster to collect first-hand evidence, which is essential for accurately assessing damages and understanding the circumstances of the claim. This can include taking photographs measuring property damage and speaking with witnesses. It is not merely a courtesy visit, rather it plays a critical role in forming the basis of the adjuster's findings and recommendations for the claim. Question 24. Adjuster skills and techniques. Which skill is most essential for an adjuster when evaluating a claim and interacting with claimants? A. Negotiation skills. B. Time management skills. C. Verbal communication skills. D. Analytical skills. Answer: C. Verbal communication skills. Explanation: while all the skills listed are important for adjusters, verbal communication skills are crucial when interacting with claimants, as they allow the adjuster to effectively gather information, explain processes, and build rapport. Effective communication ensures that claimants feel heard and understood, which can facilitate a smoother claims process. Negotiation and analytical skills are also vital, but without strong communication, these skills cannot be effectively utilized. Question 25. Legal and ethical considerations. Under Montana law, what constitutes bad faith claims handling? A. Delaying payment without justification. B. Accurately following the claims process. C. Immediately settling claims for the full amount requested. D. Reviewing claims thoroughly before making a decision. Answer: A. Delaying payment without justification. Explanation: bad faith claims handling refers to an insurer's failure to act in good faith when processing a claim. This includes unjustifiable delays in payment, inadequate investigations, and refusal to settle valid claims. Insurers are legally obligated to handle claims fairly and promptly, and any deviation from this standard can lead to legal consequences and penalties. Question 26. Continuing education and professional development. What is the primary purpose of continuing education for insurance adjusters in Montana? A. To maintain personal licenses for insurance agents. B. To keep up with evolving industry standards, laws, and practices. C. To reduce the number of claims filed each year. D. To enhance the company's profit margins. Answer: B. To keep up with evolving industry standards, laws, and practices. Explanation: continuing education is essential for adjusters to stay informed about the latest developments in insurance laws, industry standards, and claims handling practices. This ongoing training helps adjusters improve their skills, ensuring they are competent in their roles and can effectively serve policyholders while complying with legal requirements. Question 27. Property insurance adjusting. When evaluating a homeowner's policy claim for water damage, which of the following exclusions should the adjuster pay close attention to? A. Damage due to fire. B. Damage caused by gradual leaks or wear and tear. C. Damage from a sudden storm. D. Damage from a broken appliance. Answer: B. Damage caused by gradual leaks or wear and tear. Explanation: Most homeowners' policies contain exclusions for damage caused by gradual leaks or wear and tear, as this is often seen as a maintenance issue rather than an insurable loss. Understanding these exclusions helps the adjuster determine whether the claim is valid or if it falls under the policy's limitations. Damage from sudden events like storms or fires is typically covered unless otherwise specified. Question 28. Claims process. During the claims process, an adjuster finds that the documentation provided by the claimant is incomplete. What should the adjuster do next? A. Approve the claim based on the available documentation. B. Request additional documentation from the claimant to support their claim. C. Deny the claim outright due to insufficient information. D. Settle the claim for the amount the claimant requested. Answer: B. Request additional documentation from the claimant to support their claim. Explanation: when documentation is incomplete, the adjuster should request the necessary information from the claimant rather than making assumptions or decisions based on insufficient data. This is important to ensure that all relevant facts are considered and that the claim is assessed accurately. Approving or denying a claim without complete documentation could lead to improper claim handling. Question 29. Ethical considerations. An adjuster discovers potential fraud in a claim submission. What is the most appropriate course of action? A. Report the findings to the insurance company's fraud unit immediately. B. Ignore the signs of fraud unless a formal complaint is made. C. Discuss the potential fraud with the claimant to verify suspicions. D. Handle the claim as usual without addressing the issue. Answer: A. Report the findings to the insurance company's fraud unit immediately. Explanation: when an adjuster suspects fraud, they have a duty to report their findings to the appropriate department within the insurance company, typically the fraud unit. This ensures that the claim can be investigated further and appropriate actions can be taken. Discussing suspicions with the claimant could alert them and complicate the investigation, while ignoring potential fraud could expose the insurer to significant losses. Question 30. Adjuster skills and techniques. Which of the following techniques is most effective for an adjuster during claimant interviews? A. Asking closed-ended questions to limit responses. B. Encouraging the claimant to provide detailed narratives about the incident. C. Making assumptions based on initial information. D. Rushing through the interview to complete paperwork. Answer: B. Encouraging the claimant to provide detailed narratives about the incident. Explanation: encouraging claimants to provide detailed narratives allows adjusters to gather comprehensive information about the claim, which is crucial for accurate evaluation. Open-ended questions foster discussion and help uncover important details that may not emerge through closed-ended questioning. This technique not only aids in gathering facts but also helps build rapport and trust with the claimant.